Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson.
First Coast Living live.
And David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome to First Coast Living. I'm David Benfield. Happy Friday Eve, everyone. We really appreciate you joining us today. We have a great show for you. We're just going to jump right into it. Today, we're joined by Inside the Box for Living in the Kitchen to talk about a special cause that they'll be doing for the community. And you still have time to get spoiled with all the holiday cheer before Christmas Day. We have a look at your holiday weekend events in our Window to the Weekend event guide. Plus, it's Thursday where we shine the spotlight on teachers on the First Coast. We'll introduce you to our teacher of the week. But first, it's time for Say What? All right, we have producer Matt coming on in. Thank you very much, sir.
Gotcha.
Because we're going to do some weird Amazon finds. One of our favorite segments. This is so great. I love this very much. So just as a heads up, these are cold reads for us. Well, you know, but I don't.
I kind of forgot them, to be honest.
Oh, good. Well, this is great.
Professor Mead's the one that found them, so as I just
good.
send them, show me, I'll remember it later.
Cold
Completely
reads.
forgot, so
I love it.
Here we go.
All right, so here we are. So we're just a week away from Christmas, and if you're looking for some very last-minute gifts, here's what we've got. We have, so we all have heard of the game Hot Potato, right? Well, now we have the Shock-tato. This is a fun game to
Color
play
me shocked,
with your
David.
friends.
Color me shocked.
It's called what?
Shock potato. Color me shocked about this product.
Oh, okay. So this is a fun game to play with your friends, and hopefully the spud doesn't shock you. It only costs you $39, and it's $40, dude. Like, what
but
is
it's
that?
$40, but imagine all the memories you can make. That's priceless. I'm gonna give it a good old green thumbs up.
You got the thumbs up, and I'm gonna go thumbs down.
Is it because of the $40?
Yeah, because it's $40. Like, no.
But you can also just play normal hot potato with just a normal hot potato. So you gotta. You're making a valid point here.
That's absolutely
Straight up
absurd.
valid point.
All right, our next item is this, oh wow, this pimple popping toy. It features this alien looking design and it offers a different way to relax. It'll only cost you $19.99. That is
Gross, disgusting.
That's so whack,
That's
dude.
just terrible. Absolutely not.
It's a
I don't
hard
think there's not enough no adjectives to just say absolutely not. I'm not buying this. Like, what is it? A syringe?
What is going on, man?
And then
Are you sucking like pimples out of people? That is so whack.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And then like the people who enjoy these things.
Yeah, I'm sure.
To
You know that
each
thing
their
is
own.
hot. That thing
To
is
each their
trending.
own, but absolutely not.
Yeah, no, that's a hard no. All right, our next item we have this muscular duck statue. You put it in your office at your desk in your home, and you'll have this very strong duck looking after you.
Looks like
the
you.
beak is magnetic, so
Oh,
it can
dude,
hold
you have to
small
be a
items,
magnetic,
and
absolutely.
it'll help you stay organized. It's only $15.99. Look at my guy.
Dude, I wish someone just Photoshop your face on the duck because you're kind of yoked yourself. But that's $100. How much is this thing again?
Man, I swear to you, the
15
first person to ever say I was kind of yoked.
$16, dude. That's kind of a steal. Put it on your desk.
Oh, I'm all
Put it
for
at
it,
home.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
This needs to go on our executive producer's desk.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
yeah. So if somebody wants to snag
You had
that
me
for
at
Justin.
magnetic beak. That thing's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. 100%. $16.
That's absolutely
that's a
ridiculous.
steal right there.
That's a deal. All right, next up, light up your world and moon with this fun bathroom LED toilet seat light. It's motion sensor. It comes in different colors. You have your bathroom looking like a rave scene whenever you please. It only costs you $9.87. It's only $10. Oh, dude, hard yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Party while you poop.
Dude, that's kind of sick. Like, imagine. I'm just thinking about college because you and I are both college football guys. Imagine game days like.
Oh yeah.
You got the
there it
Georgia
is. There it is.
you got
Yeah.
Dude, game days would be sick.
Yeah.
It's like how much you support your team. I don't know, man. Why don't you go look at my
Yeah.
restroom?
Why don't you go take a? Why don't you go
to
relieve
my-
yourself?
Yeah. Go to my restroom real fast. Light up the sun, and I guess your moon too while you're at it. $10 is a steal.
I'm taking it. $10. That's
$10.
definitely a steal.
$10 is
All
a
right.
steal.
I love this so much, Matt. Thank you so much, man.
course,
Great
it's
job
always
as
fun.
always. All right. Let's go over to the kitchen here. Take this for me. I gotta go run.
got you. 2
All
thumbs
right. We are living in the Winn-Dixie kitchen. All right. Let me get over here, guys. All right. Built by ProCraft Cabinetry. All right, so joining us today, we have Leah, Kirsten, and Gary. They're here to tell us all about catering for a cause. Inside the Box. Thank you very much for being here, guys. I really do appreciate it. This is very, very cool. Let me go grab my card. It's right here. So tell us about Inside the Box.
Well, Inside the Box is Sulzbacher's social enterprise,
Okay.
and we say we have got good food doing good. So we are corporate catering. We do 15 meals and up. We just need 24 hours notice. You can order online, and we also deliver. And our food is exceptional. It's really, really great.
This is very cool. Okay, so what kind of items are going to be inside the box?
So inside of the box, we have specialty sandwiches. We have a lot of great sides, like our broccoli slaw, which we're going to be doing for you all today.
Nice.
We have homemade potato chips, really, really, really delicious.
That sounds
Fruit
great.
salad, so a lot of healthy options, you know.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Okay, so let's just jump right into it, right? Let's make this.
Yes,
So what are we
sir.
making, sir?
Broccoli salad.
Broccoli salad. What goes into a broccoli salad aside from broccoli?
You got your raisins, you got your carrots, you got your seed and your bacon, and you got sugar with your lemon juice.
All right, let's throw it all together. All right, well, you're doing that, so tell us about the culinary program and who it's for.
Great. So the culinary program is ran by myself. It's for the students at the Sulzbacher, for the community. They come in, they get their food handlers the very first day. So something really, really great to look forward to. All of the proceeds from Inside of the Box come back to the Sulzbacher and help to go into the culinary program as well for the students. So that's really great.
Yeah, that is fantastic. You get the food handler's permit on the first day?
Yes, sir.
That's really cool. I like that because like right out of the gate, you've accomplished something.
Yeah,
the first
exactly.
Day, right? So you walk out of there, you like
Feeling accomplished.
empowered to come back the next day, right?
Yep.
That's cool. All right. So Gary,
Yes, sir.
what's your favorite part about the program?
Learning how to cook.
Yeah?
Learning new things.
So what if I had to ask you, what's your favorite thing you've learned to cook so far?
What's the favorite thing I
Yeah.
learned to cook so far? Salmon.
Salmon?
The seared salmon.
Oh yeah. Well, you're speaking to my wife there. She loves the seared salmon. That's her favorite. Okay, so how is Inside the Box different from other options that are out there?
Well, Inside the Box, again, is a social enterprise, so all of the profits we make go back to support our culinary program. The culinary program is 15 weeks. It's
Oh, wow.
12 weeks with us.
Okay.
Every day, our students come in. They learn how to work in a commercial kitchen, fast-paced, making sure our orders are going out on time. And then, the last 3 weeks, we pair them with a local restaurant, and they get a 3-week paid externship. And right now, we're very pleased that 90% of those are turning into full-time jobs.
That is amazing. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so you're putting together a little sandwich over there for me?
I am. So I'm going to be putting together the Turkey Club, which I think is one of the sandwiches that we sell the most. Everybody raves about this sandwich.
Yeah.
So it's going to be prepared on a wheat ciabatta bun. It has smoked Gouda. It also has some red pickled onion, tomatoes, bacon, avocado, and then aioli sauce that's really, really great.
I love that. So I'm going to get to eat that, right?
Absolutely.
This is very fantastic. Okay, I'm going to switch sides with you, Sarah. I'm going to come squeeze right in the middle here so I can get up on this sandwich because this is
Yes.
looking good. I woke up hungry, y'all. Like, no kidding. We got here, there's 3 of us that are just complaining all morning about how hungry we've been. So this is going to be great.
Well, this is going to be all for you.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so before I let y'all go, where do we go to learn some more information?
You can learn more about Inside the Box at itbsjax.org is our direct website, or go to sulzbacherjax.org to find out more about how to order online. We'd love to get your business. It is, like I said, gourmet sandwiches, salads, and wraps. The food is phenomenal, and you're doing good.
Yep, and
You're doing good.
It's a great cause. All right, so you're gonna finish this up. You're gonna be feeding the staff with that. I really do appreciate that. I'm gonna
sir.
take one quick bite of this, and then I'm gonna have to roll.
Enjoy.
Here we go. Oh, this looks good. Look at this. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's real. That's so good.
Good.
Leave that there for me.
I sure will.
Okay, I really do appreciate that. Ladies and sir, fantastic job. I've got to take off and go roll.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, it's my pleasure. Hi, Miss Daisy.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
Good.
All right, joining us today, we have author Daisy Podmeyer here to tell us about her new book, Math Tales with Sandy and Ruka, The Perfect Positive Pair. This is a really beautiful book. This is so cool. I got a chance to look at this before, and it's very educational, but it's also really fun.
Yeah,
Right, so what inspired you to write this book? My apologies, I just had some sandwich.
that's okay. I wasn't watching you. Several things, actually. When I was an administrator and teacher, I noticed test scores are really low across the board
Okay.
in math and graphing. And then years later, that originally planted the seed. Years later, I was part of a committee of engineers and educators in Ohio, and one of the math professors at University of Dayton, Lindsay Gold, said, write a lesson plan based on a book. I wanted to do graphing. There was no children's book on graphing, so she said, write one.
That's awesome. So you filled the need.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so why this book versus, maybe a shareable lesson plan?
Well, a book is a story, so people learn by stories. And I figured children, just like people, adults learn from stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's not just the lesson within the book, but there's other things that children can learn from the book itself, like teamwork, mentorship, empathy, all sorts of things like that.
Absolutely. Okay, so what were the biggest learnings or surprises that you encountered when writing this
boy.
project? I'm sure there's quite a few.
There were. Trying to break into publishing a book was hard for me, kind of intimidating. I tried the regular avenues, big publishing companies,
Right.
didn't get anywhere, and
So you went DIY?
I did. I did. Self-publishing
Yeah.
nowadays seems relatively easier, and that's the route I took. So that was one of the things. And the other thing is I am not an artist, so called on an old friend, and she agreed to illustrate for me.
Well, she did a fantastic job.
She
It does look great.
she's a great artist.
Yeah, okay, so what did publishing this book mean to you personally, right? And, how would you define success?
Children, when you see the happiness that comes when a child learns something in a fun way, that to me is success.
Yeah.
Going to schools and presenting the book, reading to children, and then seeing that they can do an activity that usually is brought into older grades, and they do it at a young age.
Yeah.
That in itself is great.
That's
I've
super
been
cool.
to 2 different schools in Ohio and in Jacksonville, in classrooms, and brought the book, and kids love it.
That's amazing. What age would you say would be, what's the earliest age I should start with this book?
K,
Really?
kindergarten.
Cool.
Because in kindergarten, they are learning to read, so they can read the book. So there's different stages
Yeah.
of skills that they learn from the book.
Okay.
Older kids can actually do the graphing on their own.
I like that. Okay, so where do we go to buy the book?
Amazon.
Amazon. There you go. Go to Amazon. Daisy, thank you so very much. This is really
Thank
great.
you.
I really appreciate my copy. My daughter will be learning from that later on in life.
That
I
is
do appreciate
awesome.
that.
Great library.
All right, stick around, guys, because coming up, the holiday cheer is all over the First Coast, from the beaches to the zoo, and we'll take a look with your win to the weekend. And will the weather be bringing the holiday cheer or be a Grinch? We'll take a look at the forecast and your rain or shine. Stick around. We'll be right back after the break.
Do you hear what I? Do you see what I see? A song high above the tree with a voice of peace.
First Coast Living wants to send you to Universal Orlando Resort to celebrate the holidays.
Be the 12th person to call 904-605-2525. The lines are open now.
You can find official rules and more at firstcoastnews.com/contests.
Get new replacement windows and big savings during Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Don't waste another minute dealing with your difficult, inefficient windows. Instead, call for a free window diagnosis and see how Renewal by Anderson can help add more comfort to your home at an affordable price. Our exclusive, low-maintenance Fibrix composite material is twice as strong as vinyl, and it won't warp or bow like vinyl does. Call this number now, because this fantastic offer and special financing ends soon. Call today.
Do you have an appointment?
At Hanania, you don't need one. Hanania Service is here for you when you need it most. No appointments necessary. Hanania Services all makes, all models, and we're here for our military with up to 15% off service. Ask about our road trip special, which includes an oil and filter change, tire rotation, front wiper blades, and more at 30% off. Service your car today at Hanania Subaru.
We can't wait to welcome you to the Hanania family.
It's one of those days we're not cooking dinner, so I pulled into Popeyes.
Smart. Popeyes $20 family meal feeds everyone while you take the night off. Take a holiday from cooking. Got a smaller crew? Get 5 pieces of chicken for $9. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond. From walk-in closets to new laundry rooms and pantries, our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
For over 40 years, ProCraft Cabinetry has been the builder's choice for multifamily cabinet solutions. From apartments to condos and large-scale housing developments, our durable cabinets are designed to handle the demands of your projects. Visit jax.procraftcabinetry.com.
So I opened my Winn-Dixie Rewards app, and wow, savings just for me. Nice. Personalized deals on things I buy, percent back offers, and BOGOs so my dollar goes further. So I can save on snacks for the kids and splurge on something I want. I can't imagine paying full price for groceries. Good thing I don't have to, because the cashier says, want to use your points? And I say, of course. Shop, earn, save with Winn-Dixie Rewards. Rewards account required. See app for details.
Welcome back, everybody. It's now time for your Winter of the Week event guide brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Let's kick things off with Cirque Musica. Holiday Wonderland takes the stage this coming Monday at 7 p.m. at the historic Florida Theater in downtown Jacksonville. A thrilling blend of world-class circus artistry and your favorite holiday music. This spectacular production will transport you to a winter wonderland of awe and enchantment with breathtaking acrobatics, soaring aerial performances, and an all-new production for this year's audiences. Can you expect breathtaking feats performed to beloved holiday tunes, transporting them to a world where holiday wonder and artistic prowess collide? You can get your tickets at floridatheater.com. All right, now don't forget you still have time to see the Jacksonville Zoo and Botanical Gardens lit up like never before. Colors of the Wild shows the zoo in a whole new light, stepping into a magical realm where artistry and nature intertwine, creating a breathtaking spectacle. For ticket information, you can head to jacksonvillezoo.org. If you remember correctly, we had the Wildlife Wanderer on here to talk about it just a couple days ago. Moving on, happening right now, you can head to Jax Beach for Deck the Chairs. This was also on the show previously. Jax Beach turns into a holiday wonderland, and it is all for a good cause as benefits go to helping the community. The event celebrates creativity, joy, and giving with more than 40 lifeguard chairs decorated by local businesses, artists, and nonprofits. And also happening in just a few hours, you can sip and shop under the stars at Jacksonville Beach. It's the annual Sip and Shop Holiday Market event. Sip on hot chocolate while you shop over 25 local vendors and artists. And Santa Claus will be making a visit, so you have a chance to grab a picture with old St. Nick. For more information, head to visitjacksonville.com. Plus, if you're looking for more events, you can head down to the ancient city and check out Lighthouse Illumination. So we're joined by Darlene Humphreys with the Deets. Darlene, thank you so very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I really do appreciate it. You look amazing, quite festive.
Well, I have to be festive.
Okay, so tell us about Lighthouse Illuminations.
Lighthouse Illuminations at the San Augustine Lighthouse and Maritime Museum has 22 themed decorated trees.
Cool.
They're all beautiful, and you can climb the lighthouse and see Nights of Lights downtown.
Yeah.
So you don't have to climb the lighthouse if you don't want to. We have 6 buildings. All the trees are on the lower level,
Okay.
so you don't have to go up the 219 steps to get to the top to see the downtown
Right.
beautiful Nights of Lights.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about what makes this, event so unique.
It's unique because we have plenty of trees to look at. It is relaxing.
Absolutely.
We have free parking.
Oh, there it
And
is.
the main thing is, it's not crowded.
Oh, right on.
All right.
Okay, so you're kind of speaking a lot of our language here,
Yeah,
right? You got plenty of free parking and it's not crowded.
And you have a lot of photo opportunities.
That's very cool. Okay, so what are some of the themes of the trees?
Okay, we have trees from the Victorian trees. We have the Sweet Treats tree.
Okay.
We have a beautiful, beautiful tree in the lighthouse Waitwell, which is still on the bottom of the lighthouse.
Right. No stairs required.
No stairs, not too many
Well, a
stairs,
couple
maybe
of them.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a ghost tree.
Oh, cool.
But one of the most unique trees is our privy tree. Do you know what a privy is?
I have no idea.
It's an outhouse. Okay.
The privy, that makes sense now,
We have a great tree back there, and guess what? There's a special visitor in the privy.
Uh-oh.
So you have to come by and see that tree.
Okay, all right. Hey, let me ask you, how did this all start?
Well, it all started with someone getting an idea. We were doing trees for many years, and it kept getting a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger. And somebody said, you know what? I think we need an evening event.
Yeah.
I think we need to make this a lot bigger than it is.
I-
So we started that, and we're in our 5th year right now.
Congratulations, your 5th
Thank
year.
you.
That's very cool. Okay, so give us all the details one more time.
Okay, you can go to the St. Augustine Lighthouse website, which is santaugustinelighthouse.org,
Gotcha.
org, because we're nonprofit.
Yes, ma'am.
And the STAugustinelighthouse.org.
Excellent.
Okay, you go to the ticket area,
Uh-huh.
you pick Lighthouse Illuminations, and then you look for the green boxes.
Okay.
Those are the days that we're doing this evening event.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
Okay, and then you just buy your tickets. You
Okay.
can come in, you can pick a time at 6:30, 7, or 7:30.
Okay.
And then you can stay until 9 o'clock, no matter what time you come in.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so, and how long is this going to be running till?
Okay, it's running until December the 10th.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
January 10th?
January the 10th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so we still have some time.
2026.
Yeah. Thank you so very much. Darlene, thank you so very much for being
Thank
here
you
today.
for-
I really do appreciate it. And best of luck. And hopefully we'll have you back here next year for the 6th annual.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you very much.
All right, stick around. We'll be right back after the break.
Do you hear what I hear? Do you see what I see? A star dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite. Yeah! With a tail as big as a kite. A song high above the tree with a voice as big as the sea. I'm lonely.
At Planet Fitness, there's a number of ways to get strong, and they all add up to one membership, the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
It was absolutely amazingly divine.
I thought I was going to heaven.
Breathtaking. It is absolutely stunning.
I feel better about the world. I feel uplifted.
I have never seen a production any better than this, anywhere.
This has just been therapy for the soul.
It's a must-see, must-see.
Make sure you see it. Make sure you see it.
Coming to Jacksonville and Orange Park from December 27th through February 11th.
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising, which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. Here, take mine.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Honey,
You too, huh?
the COVID-19, we're not waiting. If it's COVID,
Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe. It does not prevent COVID-19.
Our symptoms are mild now, but we're not risking it.
Paxlovid must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms and help stop the virus from multiplying in your body. Taking Paxlovid with certain medicines can lead to serious or life-threatening side effects or affect how it or other medicines work, including hormonal birth control. Tell your doctor about all medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements you take, as certain tests or dosage changes of your other medicines may be needed. Tell them if you have kidney or liver problems, HIV-1, are or plan to be pregnant, or breastfeed. Don't take Paxlovid if allergic to its ingredients. Stop taking and call your doctor right away if you have allergic reaction symptoms. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, some severe like anaphylaxis, and liver problems. These are not all the possible side effects, so talk to your doctor.
If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Ask your doctor today.
With less pain and swelling from active psoriatic arthritis, imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. Some patients even felt less fatigued. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
It doesn't matter what the calendar says. You don't have to wait for the new year for a new hue.
Does your space need a blue hue, browns and tans, or even a gray? Shark Coatings has the hue you want. Give Shark Coatings a call. You will love it.
At Planet Fitness, there's a number of ways to get strong, and they all add up to one membership, the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back to First Coast Living. It's time for rain or shine, and we have meteorologist
Yes, let's do it.
Regling.
Ready to go bowling?
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
Okay, how are you as a bowler? I could see
I'm
you
actually not bad.
I bet you're good. Okay, we need a bowling outing.
Let's
we
do
got to
it.
get out there. But
We need a lead.
nature throwing to strike with the rain today.
Oh,
but
I like
once
that.
we get through the rain, thunderstorms, the next 10 days includes the winter solstice, which should bring sunshine.
Cool.
Christmas that'll bring shine.
Yes.
Gator Bowl that'll bring shine.
That's
so
great.
this has been renamed the Shine or Shine
I love
segment on your show. So the big thing, let's look at the Gator Bowl because I'm excited about this.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be on the field.
You are going to be on the field?
I'll be on the field.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
that sounds
can't
good. Okay, I can be the forecaster. You can bring me with you,
Let's
and we'll do a forecast. But look at this, 73 degrees. It's going to be a 7:30 kickoff. So you know, a lot of folks coming to town. We got MIZ. ZOU and Virginia, and it should be fun. So during the game, 60s. I mean, that's amazing
That's
for this
beautiful.
time of year.
Yeah.
And everybody else is going to be shivering up in the Northeast with a big front. So that's why we
We'll
love
be doing our
living here.
thing. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know we're smooth sailing. Here's a 10-day forecast.
Okay.
Our weather team goes above and beyond as always. So the weather impact, that's just the rain between about 4 and 8 o'clock tonight. That'll be most of your rain, so it
Gotcha.
should be okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and then tomorrow morning, brief shower, and then there's our beautiful weekend. Don't forget this weekend, do you have any plans? We got Run Santa Run on Saturday evening.
So this is just all for Miss Lena right here. The sunshine, dude.
Yeah,
Like, yep. So
we're all
she will be
good.
very happy. Lena, you're going to be excited
Lena?
for this weekend.
That's for you. And then as we take a look toward Christmas, and there's our Gator Bowl.
This is
just
great.
no problem. And temperatures about 5 to 10 degrees above where they should be.
Love it.
Okay, but today, just get through the rainy day.
Okay.
Slow down. I know we're just running. We're going crazy this time of year, but
Take it easy.
just one day to get through. And that'll be between 4 and 8 o'clock. Officially weather impact alert for between 2 p.m. and midnight. Tough drive home, evening thunderstorm. And then if the thunder roars, you head indoors. We got this.
I love that. That's very cool. Yeah, and it's going to be during the commute, home from work and stuff like that. So make sure that you are very, very.
We want to enjoy the beautiful holiday forecast.
Yeah.
We got to arrive alive.
Thank you, Mike. I
Okay,
really appreciate
thank
it,
you.
good sir. All right,
Okay.
let's send it over to Jordan. Jordan, what you got?
What's up, foodies? I'm here at La Cocina at the cellar upstairs. It is on top of San Sebastian Winery. I am so excited because they have had some improvements recently, which how can you improve something that's already amazing? So I'm here with the owner, Charles Cox, and then we also have Chef Norbert. So thank you so much for, Norberto, I should say, excuse me. Thank you so much for having me. This looks amazing, but before we get into this, tell us a little bit about what's changed here.
So in the past year, since you were here last, I think, we've covered this patio, which we've wanted to do for about 26 years now, and finally got around to doing it with a system that we really like. So in those inclement weather days that we have here so often in Florida, we can close the roof, takes about 5 seconds, we can close the sides down, and nobody has to run off the patio and find shelter. So it's been a big improvement, and we're really excited about it.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. And of course, you know, you can always get your wine tastings, but now you can also enjoy lunch, dinner, and I think that's fantastic because this looks amazing. So how would you describe your menu?
Well, our cuisine is global cuisine. We're always trying to come up with different ideas, utilizing what as much as we can of local, but also seeing what's trending in the world. So that's what we try to do, opposed to where we used to be. We've been here for a year. And here at the winery, we were able to do 2 different ambiances. So we have our inside dining, and then we have our patio that now is covered.
Right.
And it's been great for us. So we have, you can come and just have a light lunch, friends. We normally have live music on the weekends.
I noticed the stage.
Yep. Or if you have an intimate date, it is the place to go because it's amazing how you see it at night where you are inside, it's quiet, it's fine dining, everybody, you know, doing their own business, and then you open the door and outside you have live music.
It's a party.
You have people having fun, so that's been amazing, and we're pleased that we can do that, and we've been able to.
Yeah, it's like the best of both worlds.
Yes, pretty much.
All right, so speaking of the food looking amazing, not only do their items look amazing, like visually pleasing, everything I've ever tried has been so good with the chefs who work here. So talk about what we have here today, though, and maybe let's start over there.
Well, first of all, I have to give credit to my staff because I didn't do it by myself. So Sebastian is back there. Everyone in the kitchen here is awesome.
Yes,
so,
we've had him on the show.
Here we have 6 different dishes that we wanted to highlight. We have our beef short ribs with the bulgogi, so it's kind of Korean style. So we do it on a bed of lemongrass jasmine rice. We put a little bit of furikake there and some soy sauteed edamame. So all of it together, the idea is that you'll get to try it, you'll love it all together.
I'm sure I will.
Here we have our fish of the day, which is our Chilean sea bass. We do it in a bed of a Mediterranean couscous with some baby heirloom carrots. What you will get when you come and order it, we will pour a little bit of this tomato consomme right on the dish. And this consomme is cooked for hours.
What's a consomme?
It's just a reduction of tomatoes.
Really?
Like I said, it takes about almost 3 hours to do it. So you reduce them to the point that it's crystal clear.
I was about to say, why isn't it red?
Yeah, exactly, because it's just the sweetness and all the flavor layers that you get there.
Yes.
It's just what good and fresh food tastes like.
It is absolutely, and I love the little bit of the searing on there. The texture is amazing.
We also have, this is one of our most sold lunch items.
Really? Okay.
Which is called a ginger ball, which is confit duck on a bed of quinoa and a vegetable soup potage, and it has a ginger salt glaze on it. It's all together, it's really good. That's probably, it is one of our best sellers, but it's also one of my favorites.
The way that y'all blend your flavors, and I'm sure, Charles, you're very spoiled, right? You get to eat here every day if you want to. And I mean, you've found some outstanding chefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've known him for 18, 19 years now.
No way!
Yeah.
You must be doing something right.
Yeah, I guess that's why we ended up here. To continue, we have, this is our seasonal salad right now. It's roasted butternut squash. The dressing is called harissa dado dressing. So it's sort of like a harissa vinaigrette with some local dado peppers. We add a little bit of feta to give it texture, and then it has just local and seasonal ingredients on it. Here are our oysters. Those are fairly new on the menu. The way we went with the oysters is sort of like Mexican sweet corn.
What?
So it has the corn, the cotija cheese, the tahini, and it's all roasted with it.
Oh my God, that's so good. I would have never thought to blend those flavors.
Exactly. So yeah, that's been selling really well. And this is probably our most sold handheld. They're good.
Yeah,
sorry. Which is our po' boy.
Oh wow!
Which is a pork belly again. Everything we make everything here: pork belly and some fresh shrimp po' boy. And then our chips our fries are really well known. They're dippers, not just regular fries. but everybody loves those. So yeah.
Shrimp and pork belly? I mean, the combinations is so unique. You're really not going to find anything like this.
It's a Peruvian ají mayo, so that goes really well.
Everything is absolutely outstanding. I love that you offer like that fine dining, but some also the casual.
That's our goal. That's our goal. Exactly. We don't, even though it's a casual lunch, you're still gonna get a good quality, right? You know, and everything we try to present it, I know, in a good manner. So.
Yeah, I love it. A little something for everybody. So I'm gonna finish all of this. Thank you both so much for having. I'm gonna try anyway. Tell everyone again where you're located, Charles.
157 King Street in St. Augustine, right on the outskirts of downtown.
Yeah, we got a beautiful view here too. So thank you again. So great to meet you. Good to see you again. And I think it's just time to continue digging in. I think these are just so unique.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Let's get organized together.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries, like sprains and tears, don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get you paid for all of your future medical expenses.
Farah and Farah.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
During the GMC holiday event, get a total value of over $8,200 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus, get $3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. We are professional grade.
So I opened my Winn-Dixie Rewards app, and wow, savings just for me. Nice. Personalized deals on things I buy, percent back offers, and BOGOs, so my dollar goes further. So I can save on snacks for the kids and splurge on something I want. I can't imagine paying full price for groceries. Good thing I don't have to, because the cashier says, want to use your points? And I say, of course. Shop, earn, save with Winn-Dixie Rewards. Rewards account required. See app for details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Are your windows hard to open and close? Are they leaking or drafty? If so, Renewal by Andersen can help. Our exclusive signature service combines the best people in the industry, a proven process, and a superior product. Our award-winning Acclaim replacement windows are made with Fibrex material that's 2 times stronger than vinyl. For a limited time, take advantage of this money-saving offer for incredible savings, plus attractive financing. Call now.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Let's get organized together.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time to highlight another stellar First Coast educator. It's time for Teacher of the Week. Check it out.
I teach inclusion, so that is a hybrid of general ed students and students with IEPs and the special needs that they might have. So we have a lot of differentiation going on within our classroom to meet the needs of all students. This is my 20th year teaching, mainly in kindergarten, and I wanted to be a teacher because I just wanted to share the joy that I have in my heart and the kindness and the love. And I feel like with kindergarten, it's their first years of school, and I feel like that helps to bring them a love and joy for school and joy for learning, and that's my biggest reason for teaching. There's a lot of things that have changed over that time frame, but I do find joy. I still see kids now that are graduated or that I taught when they were in kindergarten, and they are in college or they've graduated, and they have families of their own, and it really is such a wonderful thing to be involved in and to see, the fruition of your what you do.
I nominated Holly because she's so passionate about her job, and every day, even through the trials and tribulations, she shows up again the next day with a smile on her face and gives it her all. So I think that she really deserves the nomination, and she inspires others, including myself.
It's an honor to have people see what the joy that I have in the classroom and the passion that I have for my kids, something that I do every day. So it's a honored to be nominated.
If you'd like to nominate a teacher, you can do so by going to firstcoastnews.com/education. I'm out here at Green Emerald Med Spa once again getting ready for the new year. And of course, let me introduce you to the owners. We've got Dr. Charles Green, of course, and Chantel Green. Thank you so much for having me. And of course, this time of year, lots of events. So what are some recommendations for looking refreshed without the downtime?
Sure. So Botox, of course, to kind of get rid of the lines and the wrinkles. Massage to just relax. There's also body sculpting, and then, of course, our facials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, this is just such a relaxing place, too. When you first walk in, you kind of feel that vibe. You've got the music, the light's a little dim, they got the snacks for you. But as we head into the new year, how should people approach their beauty and wellness resolutions?
Well, first of all, tis the season.
Yes.
It's winter time. This is a time when it's cold outside, baby. It's cold outside. So you don't want to be dusty, you don't want to be rusty, and you definitely don't want to be crusty. So this is a great time for a hydro facial. Hydro is the key word. So put some moisture back in your skin, get your natural glow. But also, speaking of glow, the Glow 2 facial would work for you as well. And speaking of the season, this is a season, this is bulking season. Bulking Thanksgiving, bulking, right? Holiday season, bulking, right?
That's right, indulgence.
So people get big during this time of year, and what comes after winter comes spring, right? So you need to start shaping up that body. So we recommend the Venus Bliss Max, and so that will help you to stay lean. And then we also have other types of mechanisms for getting you slim and looking healthy.
Yeah, y'all have a lot of different options, and everybody needs something a little bit different, right? It's not a cookie cutter approach, but I have to ask you guys call yourself the Green Team. What exactly does that mean?
Well, we are a husband and wife team, of course, but also because we are the Green Emerald Med Spa, and we have a team of dynamic people who love what they do. They love their clients. They're passionate. They're educated, and we don't try to sell. We just try to help people get and achieve the results that they want to achieve. So
yes, and what would you say sets you apart then? I mean, obviously that's a big component there.
I think several things. First of all is our commitment to the community. So we have programs like Girls Empowered, Motivated, and Strong, where we're trying to help our young women to become dynamic leaders in the community. So we don't just teach them about their skincare, but we teach them how to manage their finance, how to be a leader, how to communicate. So that sets us apart. And then secondly, we are scientifically based. This is the place where we have a beautiful, relaxing environment that you should come and enjoy. You have to see it to believe it, but we also match that with science. So it's truly the place where science meets serenity.
That's right. You're an ear, nose, and throat doctor. You are a medical doctor that is also doing this space, so I think it's really nice to know that you have got that anatomy down pat. You didn't just take a couple classes to inject. So, and also I have to ask too, As minority partners, owners, why was that important for you to create this space? Or why was, Green Emerald Med Spa in your future? And now you're forever.
Yeah, because this means that we can offer something to people who simply feel like they don't belong in a certain place or that this wasn't meant for them. We want people to come here, all people, all skin types, all colors, just to feel comfortable about what they're getting, knowing that they have passionate, caring people that are taking care of them, that we have Dr. Green and our other PAs that are here to give them what they need, and just to feel like, this is, you can come and relax and feel at home. So it was really important for us to make sure that people feel connected.
Yes, because sometimes, med spa can feel a little intimidating for folks who've never been to one before. So how do the viewers get in on just all the amazing things you have? And I understand you also have a deal.
Yeah, we do. So if you mention the Green Glow Up, you get $75 off of your first treatment here. Or if you mention First Coast Living, because we love our team, and just come in and visit us. You can see us at www.greenemeraldmedspa.com or 904-707-GEMS.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me again and for what you do, because again, it is not just to look good. They want you to feel good, and then you also giving to the girls through the GEMS program, a whole holistic approach helping our community. So I think it's really cool what you're doing. Thank you again.
Thank you. And also prioritizing safety. That's the point that she's making. So when you understand the anatomy and you start injecting things into the skin and what's below the skin, blood vessels and tissues, you want to make sure you're putting it in the right plane and that you have medical guidance.
The right people. Yes. Thank you guys so much for this, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
And if you'd like to see this interview again, everyone, just head to First Coast News Plus.
At Planet Fitness, there's a number of ways to get strong, and they all add up to one membership, the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
Tom Bush family of dealerships, where every drive is a touchdown.
Injuries from medical mistakes can have devastating consequences. Loss of income, pain and suffering, even the death of a loved one. If you suspect medical malpractice, you can and should seek justice. And justice starts with a call to Farah and Farah.
There's so much riding on this game. An MVP candidate and a man who knows something about that. One of the best in the league versus a squad fighting to make the playoffs. Patriots, Ravens, the wild ride to the playoffs continues on NBC and Peacock, home of Super Bowl 60.
Sponsored locally on NBC 12 by McDonald's. Bring the tailgate home with McDonald's McDelivery.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline?
Will it hold?
Should we outsource?
What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
Even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
I'm on my third vehicle from Keith Pearson Toyota, and they understand I am all about service.
I recommend my friends and family at Keith Pearson Toyota because of the great deal and customer experience. The difference between Keith Pearson Toyota and other dealerships is that when you come over here, you're treated like family.
Inventory's up, prices are down. What a great time to buy a vehicle. Where?
At Keith Pearson Toyota, Jacksonville Hometown Superstore,
where you're number one.
Reach for the sky.
At Fields, you're never just a customer.
You're a superstar.
You're celebrated. Every visit is personal.
Got your name in lights. You're a superstar.
You're not like the rest. Neither are we. You're a superstar. And at Fields, we treat you like one.
Get up to $10,000 off on select 2025 retired courtesy vehicles at Mercedes-Benz of Jacksonville.
If you or anyone in your family has been injured, call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
At Planet Fitness, there's a number of ways to get strong, and they all add up to one membership, the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
As women enter the holidays, a time when menopause symptoms often feel worse due to stress, travel, and disrupted routines, well, our next guest wants to help women feel stronger, healthier, and more in control right into the new year and beyond. So let's welcome Dr. Sabrina Fabi. Thank you so much for joining us. And in one area that rarely gets talked about is oral health. So how can menopause lead to issues like dry mouth or gum sensitivity? And what practical steps can women take to protect their oral health during this stage of their life?
I talk to my women about this all the time because they come in with laxity around the lower face, and your teeth support your lower face. So you've got to pay attention to your teeth. And with menopause, it's not just dry skin that happens. You can also get dry mouth because of a decrease in saliva. So there's a great technology with Hydrosonic Pro that uses sonic technology to stimulate the release of more saliva to prevent that dryness that can also be responsible for cavities over time that can eventually lead to gum disease that can erode those teeth. And using these bristles that they have that are polyester and softer, you don't irritate those gums that are already irritated because of going through menopause.
Oh, that's so interesting. So you mentioned the looser skin around the lower part of the face. What's causing those changes? And are there any non-surgical options that can help?
Well, a lack of bony support from those teeth participates in it, but also a decrease in estrogen causes a thinness in skin and more lax skin. And so there's a technology called Ellacor, which is the only FDA cleared technology to core out little pieces of skin that are lax, not just of the lower face, but also of the body. And this is with no heat. So you don't have to worry about some of the pigmentary changes that can happen from using laser technologies that deliver heat over time.
Oh my gosh, those results look amazing. And hormonal shifts can impact skin hydration and elasticity. So what are some simple changes women can make to keep their skin looking healthy and hydrated through the holiday season and, of course, into the new year?
Right. So it's not just estrogen that's shifting with menopause. Oxytocin is too. And that's known as the love hormone that's responsible for that glow that one gets when they're in love. And so here with ExoMD Skin, which leverages on oxytocin, the OX factor here stimulates the release of oxytocin to improve and create that dewiness and radiance that one gets when they're in love. And in a clinical trial, those changes were seen in as early as 4 weeks. They also saw a decrease in redness and dryness, which we also see during the holiday months because of an increase in stress and also because of an increase in or a decrease in temperatures and the cold air that we have outside. And here, women using ExoMD Skin also looked 3 years younger after 8 weeks of use when images were shown to over 19,000 people.
I like the sound of that. And of course, we can't talk about this without talking about hair thinning, which is really something that happens as well. So what is something, what's happening biologically and what actually works to support the hair growth if we are dealing with that?
Yeah, so 50% of women going into menopause experience hair thinning because of that decrease in estrogen, but also progesterone, which is what makes your skin look or hair look shinier because of oil production. And Nutrafol has come up with Women's Balance, which is a formula that is non-prescription using a combination of different minerals and micronutrients that in a study in women over the age of 45 was able to support hair growth, not only making the hair look fuller, but also longer after as early as 3 months of use. By 9 months, 100% of women reported their hair looking fuller.
Okay, well, I have really enjoyed our conversation today. I think a lot of folks at home, too, are going to want to know, where can we get more information?
You can go on my Instagram channel, sabrina.fabi, F-A-B-I, to learn more about all the shifts happening with menopause.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for helping us out with that. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
Teeth are amazing. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we have new financing options to help you get a new smile today. not someday. Scan the QR code or call to learn more.
Go ahead and smile.
If you get hurt at work, you have rights. Doesn't matter how it happened or where. It doesn't matter who's at fault. The law protects you, period.
And if you're already getting a workers' compensation check, it might be the wrong amount. You may be entitled to future wages. You might even have multiple claims. Call Farah & Farah for a free consultation. We'll fight to make sure you get all the money you're entitled to.
Farah & Farah.
The Scouts in this area have been around for almost 110 years, and in that time we've influenced tens of thousands of Scouts and families throughout the First Coast area. Hanania wants to branch out, help the community, and I think they understand just, as well as we do, that working with the youth as they're developing is going to be the major thing that we can do in order to make the future better, both in our community here in the First Coast area and nationwide and worldwide as well.
Hi, Mom. I brought Stella Rosa. Cheers. Celebrate the holidays with Stella Rosa.
I feel that I can beat anything in this world but my own cigarette habit. I spend a little over $6 for a pack of cigarettes, and I smoke 2 packs a day. If you calculated what I spent in a week, I could probably pay my family's bills. Family is everything, and I want them to be proud of me.
Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com to find free resources to help you quit your way.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time.
Great time to buy Ranger, Maverick.
Slated. And F-Series.
America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Let's light them up.
Now that's some holiday power.
That's Holiday Pro Power onboard.
It's like a mobile generator.
Get an F-150 hybrid with 0% financing for 60 months, plus over $7,300 in total savings and no payments for 90 days.
If you're thinking about retirement, you might be asking yourself a lot of questions. Have I saved enough? What about taxes, inflation, healthcare? Well, Bob Horn of New Venture Financial Group has the strategies that you need to help plan for your retirement. Don't miss Retirement Perspectives with Bob Horn.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe it's time the world sees your smile. Whether it's a single tooth, dentures, or dental implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone.
Go ahead and smile.
But I can talk if you need me to talk.
No, I think they threw a...
Okay.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson.
First Coast Living live.
And David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Let's go. We have the greatest job in the whole entire world. That's going to do it for us today. But remember, if you missed any of our segments, you can watch First Coast Living again at 2 p.m. on FCN Plus. Just download the app to see what all is happening. It's a great show today, but make sure that you tune in tomorrow because Fun for First Coast Kids will be in-house. Stephen Quinn will be giving a performance. And then Florida Theater, right? The Wheel of Fortune, will be live, so that'll be very cool. So stick around because the illustrious ladies of news are next.